Hi, I'm Sean Smith. This is Sean Smith Photos, where I edit street photography and occasional travel photo in On1 Photo Raw. Last night I went downtown around 3:30 or 4 o'clock, just before the sun started going down. Uh, because I'm planning on meeting some friends for drinks in Midtown, decided to cut out of work early and do a little bit of night street photography, which is something I have only done a couple of times in however many years I've been shooting. I was walking around the financial district in Toronto and then up from downtown all the way up to Midtown where I met my friends. This shot was taken at the BMO Bank in the financial district, and I really liked how the lights looked. And then you've got triangles, you've got dots, you've got squares, you've got leading lines, everything. And I sat in this spot. My back is leaning up against a pillar that's supporting the roof that you can see, kind of like this one here, but it's right behind me. So I'm as far back as I can go, and I'm just waiting for people to walk across the windows. And there's two shots that I liked out of all the ones that I took. This one here, where the guy's coming out of the revolving doors, and then this one here, where we've got a couple of women walking across the window. So my plan is to develop one of them, how I like it, and then I'm going to use the sync settings to apply the same settings to the other photo because they're taken at the exact same time, same location. Uh, they're both underexposed, one stop. And if we look at the histogram, we can see, it's really pushed to the left, and then it's the same. So I'm gonna start with this shot here and start editing it and see where we can get. Let's get to it. All right, so the first thing that I always do is take a look through the camera profiles and see which one does the best job. And I think portrait or neutral. Probably going to go with portrait because it brightens up the scene a lot. And let's take a look at the photo and zoom in. I'm expecting it to be very noisy. It's not that noisy. I mean, it's not super smooth, but it's not as noisy as expected considering I'm shooting micro four thirds, so I have a much smaller sensor. Let's take a look at what No Noise AI is going to do to this shot. And we'll wait for it to finish down here. Yeah, I think, take a look at the text here. You can see that there's text, and now you can read it. It's a lot crisper. I definitely feel like this has done a good job. Let's take a look at the full scene. Yeah, even this ridge along the pillar is crisper. The ceiling tiles are all crisper. Uh, I like the sharpening that No Noise does, and it does a really nice job of cleaning up the noise. So we're going to apply that and zoom back out, and then we'll go back to tone and color and try AI match. Not really a fan of that. AI auto. All right, so this brightened up the scene a lot, maybe a little bit too much, but I'm going to use this as a starting point. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Maybe we'll pull the midtones down a little bit. And where's the shadows? Yeah, let's pull the shadows back. There we go. Still pulling up about 8 or 9. update the, yeah, and then let's try the structure, or we should hit the J key. As expected, we've got a little bit of blow-on highlights, but it's really just along the lights. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but you know, we can try and pull those back a little bit. Why don't we pull the exposure back 0.05? Yeah, it's not making a difference. 0.15, yeah, it's still overblown. We'll keep the exposure where it is. And I'm going to keep this shot in color. I might take a look at black and white later, but I'm going to develop it with color in mind because I like the blues and everything like that. So up the vibrance, drop the saturation to compensate a little bit. And let's take a look at our white balance here. So we've got 3780 and -11. I'm going to pick something white, and here's a white thing. Woof, that is way too far. So 4780, so it moved it up 1,000. Let's drop it down 500. 3,900. We'll cut this back down to like 0. Actually, I like that. So from where we started, and then using the white balance color picker, I would cut it in half, the difference in half roughly. And I think this looks okay, but I'm going to move the tint a little bit more. I think there's a little too much purple in here, or indigo. There we go. Yeah. All right, so I'm kind of happy with how that's looking. And let's hop into effects. Now, I'm not really sure what effects I'm going to use. So I don't do a lot of night photography, but let's try dynamic contrast. Wow, right out of the box, that did a nice job. I don't feel like need to mask anything. Look at the tree. Off, on, off, on. The tree is a lot crisper. This is doing a nice job here. Let's color enhancer. Let's grab just the brightness, and we're going to go to blue, and let's increase the brightness on the blues. Yeah, I kind of like right about there. See what happens if we adjust the purples. Nothing. Okay, we'll just put that back the way it is. I'm happy with that. Next, I'm going to do a tone enhancer. And I'm going to lighten the shadows. Let's turn this on and off. Yeah. And now we're going to mask. So basically, I want to lighten the shadows right here. And let's try Mask AI. Looks like it does a pretty good job. Apply. Control M to view the mask. And yeah, it did a really nice job of selecting them. So let's turn the mask view off. And we need to invert this. Yeah, that's really, really nice. Okay. So we pull up on the shadows a little bit. And let's take a look at the curve. Pin the shadows and the highlights, and I'm just going to pull up the midtones a little bit. Yeah, I think that's good. So we got some detail on these guys here. Let's see what else we can use here. How about a glow? I need to look in the user manual. Maybe that'll be my next user manual video, and take a look at glow, what the different options are designed for. Oh, what is that? That's charge more normal, charge more strong. No, I don't like that one. Charge more subtle. Oh, I kind of like that. Dark glow, darker, Hollywood glow, lighter. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go with the charge more subtle. And we'll turn this on and off. And I think we'll pull back on the opacity a bit. Yeah, and then let's just do the same thing. We'll grab the people, apply it, and invert it. No, not invert it. I want to actually, yeah. Don't want the glow applied to the people. And I'm gonna stick with that. Let's take a look at the before and after. Before and after. Quite happy with that. What else could we add into this shot? Sunshine? Nah, we don't need sunshine. A vignette. Let's do a really subtle vignette, and we'll even pull back on that a little bit more. Yeah. All right, so this is a really quick edit. I think this is a finished shot. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. You can also find me on Instagram, Vero, and my website. Links will be in the description. Let's go back and take a look at the last photo that we were in, or the other photo. All right, so we're in the film strip view, and what I want to do now is apply the settings from this shot to this one, and then see which one I like best. Everything should look the same. It should just depend on what this person looks like here. So first we'll go here, then we select this person one, and then we hit sync and develop. I want everything, and effects. I want to apply the masks as well, and we're gonna hit apply. And it does not look the same. Oh, it's still running. When we take a look over here, we can see the blue progress bar. There we go. Yeah, now those two shots look very, very similar. All right, so I like this shot more than I like this one. I don't know, it just, the women walking across the door seems a little bit more interesting to me than the dude walking out of the bank. Let me know in the comments which one you like, or if you would have done any sort of different edit with this shot. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.